Well, there, this is Alex with part 3 of my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas Honest Hearts DLC, where I pretty much gathered all supplies needed. And with that, I will, instead of fast traveling, I'm just going to walk there because there's some stuff still left to be discovered. Especially a cave where I'm trying to find that one specific armor I'm looking at that I mentioned last time. Currently 26th of December as I record this video. Bought more games on my Steam, such as
like the shadow of a ghost.
RoboCop, Rogue City. Holy shit.
Fighting time! Ha!
Ranger Station, Osprey.
Get away from follow Chuck! Never stood a chance, did they?
As I was saying, yeah, I got new games on Steam. Being the RoboCop, Rogue City, I'll definitely play that on this just ridiculously small channel, but whatever, I don't really mind that my channel is super small. Undertale, given that I'm like 9 years late on that, but whatever, I guess. What else? Dying Light, that should be a fun one to record long videos on.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder
FedEx, Hero Money.
where they came from.
What else did I obtain? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It's a game I've really been wanting to play since it's essentially a spiritual successor to, Jet Set Radio, which I do have on Steam. I should definitely record more games and actually finish some games, because I know I'm like kind of late on Signalis since I started that back in August. Do apologize, I'm taking ages for that. But yeah, definitely a lot of good games to get. And I know I don't exactly play like every single new like hit game that comes out, which I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of Let's Players, content creators, whatever you want to call it, they usually just play next game, next game, next game. And I get that, you gotta keep track of what's new and what's popular and all that to at least gain some traction. But for me, I kind of just play what I like, and I don't really want to spend money on every single new game that comes out. Because new games are usually 60, 70 bucks. And even on sales, some of the newer titles, like, at least newer titles on PC, you got Ghost of Tsushima. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, probably not. That's like $55 on a sale, or maybe it's 40, I can't remember. Given that it's one of those big open world games where it's just hours and hours of gameplay, which, I do enjoy games that give you a lot of time to explore and, get a lot of gameplay out of that. Oh shit, somebody died here. Seems like I can just head down the other way so it follows chalk and follow me down. Alright, where are we headed again? Past the Sorrows camp. Brings the supplies you gathered to Daniel with an arrows.
That back when medicine smells funny. Guess it works, though.
So I feel like spending like $60, $70 on a lot of new games that come out often is something I don't really want to do, because I don't really like spending a ton of money in one go. At least often, that is. The Narrows.
The Narrows up ahead. That's the Sorrows territory. They're peaceful enough, but you don't want to make them mad.
I'll try not to make them mad. Plus, I already have plenty of games on my Steam library that I'm pretty much good to record for a good while.
Good.
Sweet flower cake. Maybe it's a weaker weapon on these guys.
Like the shadow of a ghost. Whoa! Here we go! Here we go!
Going more smoothly.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy.
Doesn't say anything when you aim a gun at them. Usually NPCs say stuff when you point your own pistol at them. Probably a bad idea.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you.
Give me some info on this Daniel. Who is he?
Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books.
Holy books?
Yes, the language of the New Canaanites is the holy tongue, for it is the language their sacred books are written in. The Father in the caves brought it to them after the judgment, but the ancestors of the Sorrows sinned against him. They were denied the true tongue.
Have you known him long?
6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the Father, and my child's with it. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. He stepped in and saved both of our lives. After the birth, I asked Daniel if he would teach me what he knew of childbirth. He agreed, and so here I am. What would you speak of?
Tell me more about your tribe.
We have dwelt in the Narrows since the end that came in fire. When the Father in the caves punished the world and made us forget the holy tongue. We have had good relations with the other tribes in the valley. At least before Salt Upon Wounds brought his white legs here. We have Daniel to thank for our continued existence. His advice and help has kept the white legs from overrunning us, so far. I do not know how long even he can protect us, though.
What do you know about Salt Upon Wounds?
He is war chief of the White Legs, and the worst butcher of them all. The tribes he has crushed are many. The warriors he has slain, countless.
Who or what is the Father in the cave?
Have you not heard of the god of the New Canaanites? He is our protector and our judge. He helped our ancestors find their place here in Zion. He gave us many gifts, but we are not to seek him out. His caves are forbidden to us. Those who seek them out are taken from us.
It doesn't sound like what I've heard about the new Canaanites.
Perhaps you do not fully understand the New Canaanites. I have seen the Father's images. His holy bride and holy son were given unto the world to save it. They dwelt in the caverns of the mountains, caverns which can still be seen today. The people sinned against him, and were punished with the end that came in fire and the loss of the holy tongue. Only the New Canaanites were spared.
I see. That's fascinating.
I'm sure Daniel could tell you more. His knowledge of the Father is greater than my own.
What's your deal?
Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the Sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? Midwife to Sorrows?
Midwife. I haven't seen any children around.
The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough, unless the White Legs come for us in force.
What do you do when you're not delivering babies?
I tend to other hurts and sicknesses that afflict our tribe. I also scout the valley for the herbs I use in my medicines. What would you speak of?
I like your bear glove. Where can I get one?
A Sorrow's Yaoguai fist is a sacred symbol. It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each Sorrow makes his own, and only after hunting and slaying a Yaoguai that threatened our people. Our shaman, White Bird, oversees the rites. Perhaps if you spoke to him, he would allow you to undertake such a quest.
That's all I want to know for now.
Then I will look forward to our next speaking.
I'll deliver supplies and then do rite of passage. Anything I can talk to this guy with?
What can I tell you?
What's this obsession you seem to have with civilization?
Let me tell you a story. When I was a boy, a man came through the valley with one of the caravans. Tall man, big mustache, carried a guitar. I asked what he did for his living, and the interpreter told me he was a singer. "What is that?" I asked. The man explained that he went from place to place and sang for people, who gave him food and shelter and care in return. I couldn't believe that there was a place in this world where a man could do that. I promised myself then that one day I'd explore that world myself.
What does Joshua think of this?
I haven't told him yet. Never had the growins.
Really? Maybe I can talk to him about it for you. Be a neutral party.
You'd do that? Sure. Sounds smart to me. He might not get so mad at you. Go with fortune, friend.
More quests to do, let's see. His desire to see civilization. Bring the supplies you've gathered to Daniel in the Narrows.
There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
Half-Mouse Cave. Laura to Conroe. It's up to science a bit. Just chilling on the log.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
kinds of shit to explore in this area.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Traps.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from. Like the shadow of a ghost.
A lot of shit out here. What's in your survival cache? Let's see. What's in your terminal? Year 2096. 1. February 11th. Fuckers killed all the men. I think they would have taken the woman alive, but Maria and Selena opened fire, and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down, and some of the kids with them. If I could have warned them. February 12th. Elena and Carmen and 5 children are still alive, being kept in a pen. There are more than 100 of these assholes in blue suits. Every suit says 22 on the back. Why? Armed to the teeth with submachine guns, pistols, estimate 60% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark-haired guy, but can't get close enough to tell. Assholes are disciplined patrol sentries. They mean business. Say I go in at night and get the women and children out, where to next? But I have to get them out. Have to. February 13th. Recon during night, well-organized sentries along most approaches, but extreme. Not covered. Are they sick? Lots of coughing fits. Tuberculosis? Women and children still in pen. I'll try to infiltrate by stream tomorrow night. February 14th. They ate them. February 19th. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. Used grenades to booby-trap bodies. Kept half. Secured 6 SMGs, 500 rounds, 10mm. 6 frags. February 20th. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 2 males died, checking bodies. Killed 2 more with rifle. Shot 1 through calf and let asshole crawl off to spread message. Coughed like I shot him through the lungs. February 23rd. Ambush half-mile east of Coal Pits Wash. 8 miles. Killed. 2. February 28th. Ambush in the Narrows. 6 males killed. Took a 10mm through thigh. Steel jacket. Missed formal. Lucky. Used tourniquet to make sure no blood splattered on rocks back to cave. Have to set traps all along entrance passage, but if they find me, it will be at our time. Still, 24 confirmed kills in 10 days equals at least 1/3 of their combat force. Not bad for an old man. March 2nd. Lucky. Patrol was small. 3 men. Screaming woke me. Point man caught under deadfall. Panic fire ricocheted into the cave. Almost hit me. Crawled forward and killed them all with SMGs. Nearly used frags. Stupid. Finger and pin when remembered ricochets. Leaving at once. No other patrols in area, but they'll be searching Narrows for these 3. Taking as much food as I can drag with me and heading to the cave south. The armor I wanted. And I don't need to dress up as an NCR guy either. Now, there should be a mod that changes the helmet HUD. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping this armor throughout the rest of my Let's Play.
There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
So a lot of caves in this part. DPS 307, damage 34. Firebomb. No, Molotov.
Whoa! Here we go!
Gotcha!
Interesting SMG design.
That back when medicine smells funny.
Where else should I go? Thompson. Daniel.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too.
Joshua told me you needed a few things. I think this is everything.
Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more White-Leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for White-Legs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear.
help. I'll do what I can.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of people in the wasteland with kindness to spare for anyone who isn't kin. Since you've been poking around the valley, you might see more activity from the Whitelegs. One of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help guide you through the valley. She has a special talent for staying out of sight. After this, it's just a matter of getting everyone out of here safe and sound. And hopefully, you can head back to the Mojave without any more trouble.
She's giving me some pretty warm mining explosives and special detonator, but they aren't useful as weapons. But could be used to collapse certain caves, if that proves necessary in exploration.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horses camp. Maybe I'll see you there sometime.
Are you sure? You've been a useful companion so far.
Sorry. Joshua was pretty clear. Get you to Daniel, then come on home. You can take it up with him if you'd like.
And give my regards to Joshua then.
I will. Good gunning, Akis.
And I will reform it. Great. Heavens, wait. Let's find out the Grand Canyon staircase, speak to Waking Cloud about taking her as a guide. Wipe out the Lake encampments and Big Bluff. Do other quests.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth?
What? I don't know what visions of truth means.
Take drugs, kill a bear. Seek medicine plant. Return with sacred datura root. Receive visions of truth, they guide you.
I already got the roots you need.
These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink, you see path before you. Ready?
Alright, let's do this.
Drink. Tea is strong. Tea is bitter. Wisdom is strong. Wisdom is bitter. You see? You go to cave. Find ghost of she. Lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
Retrieve and paw from Ghost of She.
Katubiu, Nayu.
travel now. Damn it. Gotta find a way. Gotta get out of here while I'm tripping balls. I wouldn't say not really tripping, just took a hell of a drug. Aw.
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you?
Sounds good, let's go.
Certainly. We should make haste then.
Walking Cloud is giving you quiet as the waters purr. When Walking Cloud is your party, it's much easier to sneak by White Lakes. The perception is decreased.
We pass like moonlight on still water.
Oh, he's here.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be, that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means?
You don't want to leave Zion. Rather kill every last one of the White Lakes.
Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work, and the good Lord knows there's much to be done here.
This conversation got pretty dark. What was that about happy dashing the little ones?
Happy are those who do the work of the Lord. Zion belongs to God and the people of God. It is a natural temple and monument to his glory. When our Lord entered the temple and found it polluted by money changers and beasts, did he ask them to leave? Did he cry? Did he simply walk away? No. He drove them out. It is one thing to forgive a slap across my cheek, but an insult to the Lord requires... No, it demands correction.
Okay.
You're not so certain. Fair enough. We all have doubts. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. But you can be a Thomas for now. Fight the White Legs enough, and you'll see the truth. I just hope that by the time you understand, there will still be time to convince Daniel that we have to fight for Zion, to save it, and the sorrows. Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Might as well mention this. Balls Chalk seems like he's interested in seeing more of the world.
I thought he might. It's been some time since I've visited civilized places. I don't have fond memories of them. But I have always seen these places from the outside. I'd rather not influence him more than I already do. Why don't you talk to him?
You know that means I'm going to encourage him to leave, right?
Follows Chalk needs more guidance in his life. Just not from me.
What did you say about a courier? Who were you expecting?
Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his Frumentari and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory. But maybe this one survived.
What do you know about salt upon wounds?
He's a butcher. Believe me, I know the godless fire that burns in his heart. I've been burned by it myself. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do all the killing. No, he likes to have a hand in it, with that spear of his. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I'm happy to serve as an instrument of divine justice.
Do you run the show around here?
I wouldn't say that. I am the acting war chief for the Dead Horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they give me. Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the new Canaanites to the Sorrows. He's up in the Narrows right now.
Pray God. What are you talking about?
I am a new Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition, given to our ancestors thousands of years ago. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. In exchange, we are promised eternal salvation after this life. A day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. Until then, we must honor his laws and start others along the path of salvation if we can. That's why we trade with others and work the tribes. We have more than food and medicine to offer. Good news is our most valuable commodity.
Sounds like a good deal.
In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the footsteps of our Lord and teach others how to do the same. For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall.
Do you ever fall?
Every day. Some days are harder than others.
I have some gear that needs repairs.
Let me have a look. My tribe may take too much pride in its mechanical talents, but in truth, we are intrigued by the workings of a fine firearm.
You have anything to trade?
We do. Though the Whitelegs destroyed New Canaan, they didn't destroy all of our supply caches. All forms of currency are recognized here. Caps, NCR dollars, even Legion coin. Take a look.
I'll sell 2 of these. TBS 104, damage 37, TBS 33, 30. Sell that. Might keep that. Just, so I can repair it later. Condition. I have a ton of 45 automatic ammo. Can I ask you some personal questions?
It's not something I enjoy, but I pray to God that someone may learn from my mistakes. What would you like to know?
Are you in much pain? Is there anything I can do to help?
You are kind to offer, but no, there's nothing you can do. We don't use chems, but I learned long ago that I'm immune to their effects. It never stops burning. My skin. Every day I have to unwind the bandages and replace them with fresh ones. Exposing my body to the air is like living through it again. But it's better to be clean than comfortable.
At least I got some experience out of that. Were you always with the New Canaanites?
I was born in Ogden, what people came to call New Canaan. Things were more peaceful when I was growing up. When I was a young man, I went out into the world to do missionary work, as all New Canaanites do. I traveled along the Long 15 and followed 89 south into Arizona. Along the way, I met two men from a group called the Followers of the Apocalypse. Edward Sallow and Bill Calhoun. They came to teach the tribes. Calhoun was a good man. Edward was the one who got us into trouble down the road.
Was one of those men Kaiser?
No, not then. Back then he was just Edward. Smart man. Young, but we all were. We thought we could hike into the Grand Canyon and talk to Blackfoots. We did. And the Blackfoots were friendly enough at first. But eventually... I've thought back to that day so many times. I must have mistranslated. Something must have been mixed up, because the Blackfoots decided we weren't going to leave. The rest is history, assuming Edward hasn't changed it.
How did you end up as Kaiser's Legate? The gate?
This way lies the path to hell. Caesar needed me to translate. Translation became giving orders. Giving orders became leading in battle. Leading in battle became training, punishing, terrorizing. A series of small mistakes before a great fall. And I stayed in that darkness until after Hoover Dam. After I failed Caesar and he had me burned alive, thrown into the Grand Canyon.
How did you survive?
I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm. The flame burned on and on. The next morning, I woke up and crawled out of the northern edge of the Grand Canyon, that cursed place. It took me 3 months to reach New Canaan. It was as though the prodigal son had returned. They welcomed me like I had never left. Never done anything to shame them. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. I will never be able to repay the debt I owe to them. But I must try.
What do you know about the war between Caesar and NCR?
I try not to involve myself with matters of the Mojave anymore. All I know is from before the Battle of Hoover Dam.
What do you think of NCR?
Better than Caesar, but that's not a high standard. Too much love of money and ownership. Not enough love of God and giving. Any society that derives its power and authority from the will of man alone lives apart from God and will crumble in the end. God be with you.
Neat dialogue. I'll talk to her later. I already went through a lot of dialogue recently.
I am always a little sad to leave the Narrows, and happy to return.
me.
I must.
Allied weapons are pretty powerful. Can I even shoot from here? I can. That's not just shooting random things. Definitely gotta find a way up there.
Found them. Found them. Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place.
All 22 dwellers.
Here they
guard
are!
camp. Yeah, it's already dead.
Us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us.
Ghost dead.
We pass like moonlight on still water. I'll fight you if I must. Move on. I don't like to linger in this place. So, this is the ghost of She's lair. I was never brave enough to try to find it. I'll fight you if I must.
Holy shit.
Messy business. I'm glad.
I can't see shit out here.
It's over. This pace measure. Is it normal to hurt all over after a battle?
Does Ghost of She like quiet and grave?
It's done.
Then visions of
Oh,
truth are at an end. Will you learn from truth? Maybe yes, maybe no. Only for you to decide. Here, take. Gift to remind you of visions. Use well, or sell to curious trader. Either way, says much about you.
She's embrace. I should talk the walking cloud.
Katubiu.
Do you have any family?
I do. A fine husband and 3 children. I miss them each day, but I take comfort in knowing they are safe.
Save. Where are they?
When we learned that Salt Upon Wounds had defiled Zion with his presence, Daniel ordered the children, the old, and the sick evacuated from the camp. My husband volunteered to lead the hunters that went with them for protection. I try not to worry about them, but we have had no news for so long, and Daniel seems sad when I ask him about it. Sad and a little frightened.
I could talk to him. Maybe he'll open up more to me.
Perhaps he will. I sometimes feel he thinks he must protect me. If he has news, I would know of it.
A family affair.
Then I will look forward to our next speaking.
Ooh, a cave. Crossroad Cavern.
I'll fight you if I must. Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place. Father, I ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of your will. Show him the light of your wisdom and the peace of your love. Amen.
Cool.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Tell me about Walking Cloud's family.
What do you want to know exactly? I'm sure she could tell you much better than I.
She said one of her births was difficult and you helped her through it.
Oh, well, that's true. Waking Cloud is a talented midwife. She certainly brought more children into the world than I have. But there are some problems she's never dealt with. One of them came up when she was having her third child, and I really didn't do much. I'm surprised she mentioned it.
Is there any other way I can help the Sorrows?
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley. And you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across.
Mention some healing powder. I have some if you're still interested.
Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer.
Here, take 5 of my healing powders.
That's very generous of you. 5 doses will help a great deal.
What do you do here?
I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing.
You said you used to help the Sorrows with problems. What do you do now?
I'm trying to make amends for allowing our problem to become their problem. The New Canaanites, I mean. The Whitelegs have always fought with us. And with Joshua returning, Caesar has motivated the Whitelegs to stamp out the New Canaanites entirely. That means the tribes we work with, too. It's already happened. I just want to prevent something terrible from happening to the Sorrows.
Has this happened before? Whitelegs attacking other tribes?
Yes. But not just Whitelegs. Raiders, too. Prospectors, slavers. Anyone who thinks they can exploit the ignorant and the innocent. We lost the Tar Walkers and the Crazy Horns. We did our best, but we made mistakes. We paid for them. But they paid more. I'd like to get out from under that debt someday. Until then, it's enough to stop ourselves from getting deeper in the hole.
The Whitelegs are here already, so what's your plan?
To remove the Sorrows from harm's way. I have to give credit to the Whitelegs for finding their way here. Though I imagine many died in the process. But they can't follow us east. Not into the Grand Staircase. They don't know how to live off the land. We head there. We can find some safety. Of course.
Why are you so eager to evacuate Zion? You don't seem to be a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any Whiteleg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
That's an awful lot of responsibility to take on.
The New Canaanites interfered in their lives. We did that. And we've done it before, with others. Always with good intentions, but things go wrong. When that happens, we can't just abandon them. Let them die at the hands of New Canaan's enemies.
Joshua's come up with a reasonable alternative. Why not help them fight?
Joshua doesn't just want to fight the Whitelegs, he wants to annihilate them. The stakes are too high for their tribe. Hurting them won't dissuade them. If they can't join Caesar's legion, they'll die out in a generation. They've never learned how to survive. Food preservation, tanning, even basic hunting and cooking seem beyond them. They only survive by scavenging and raiding. But that can't last. They'll only stop if Joshua and the dead horses can kill their war chief and their entire war band. That's exactly what he intends to do.
What do you know of the Whitelegs?
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
What do you know about the Father in the Caves?
Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the new Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
You might want to leave. You might want to have a chat with them. I think your Lord and the Father are the same.
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes. Until then. I'm glad to see you're still with us.
Did you help the rest of her family leave Zion?
I did.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
Her 3 children are safe. They made it north weeks ago and met up with new Canaanites heading east. Her husband didn't make it. He died protecting their children from a Whiteleg attack. Do not tell Waking Cloud. She is one of the only Sorrows who can communicate easily with us, and her tribe needs her to be strong right now.
It's her husband. Don't you think she has a right to know?
To everything, there is a season. Who are you or I to put this heavy burden on her now?
You're the new Canaanite who's supposed to help lead these people, not hide things from them.
I know, you're right. I shouldn't have hidden it from her in the first place. We can't fail here again. Zion can't become the next new Canaan. The Sorrows don't deserve that. They don't deserve any of this. Sometimes I look at them and wonder if they would have been better off if those old trails had stayed forgotten. If we had never found any of them. Tell Waking Cloud if you think that's best. I won't stop him. Until then.
Katubiu.
About your husband. I'm afraid he was killed by Whitelegs during the evacuation.
What? No. You must be mistaken. Daniel would have told me.
I'm afraid so. Daniel kept it from you because he thought the grief would distract you.
How dare he? What gives him the right? I thought Daniel was my friend, but he cares nothing for the Sorrows.
He was only doing what he thought was best for the tribe. It wasn't an easy choice for him.
Perhaps. I will have to have a very long talk with Daniel when all of this is over. Thank you for telling me this truth.
I think Falls Chalk's over here. let's do river monsters.
Yao Guai. Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. There must be a nest nearby.
What do you propose?
Fighting so many at once is a dangerous prospect, unless you are a truly mighty warrior. This many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we find it and destroy it, we might have better luck.
How would we do that?
Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay? That could easily collapse a cave and trap the beasts inside. Look around and see if you can find a cave nearby. It may prove easier than slaying the beasts.
We better get to work then.
I stand with you.
Here we go.
I'll fight you if I must. I have... I'll fight you if I must. I ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of... your will. Show him the light of your wisdom and the peace of your love. Amen.
Science to 50. Medicine 40. Energy weapons, let's up that a bit.
Move on. I don't like to linger in this place. We pass like moonlight on still water. The valley do not keep to the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
Oh damn, I got the anti-material rifle. Poor condition, however. I gotta remember to take some of the chems I have.
Those tents down there, that is a White Leg war camp. Do you see the war totems they've erected around the tents? White Leg warriors pray to them for strength and savagery before battle. This is no raiding band.
Any advice how to deal with the situation?
You might rush them and take them by surprise. We would be badly outnumbered then, though, and these will be strong fighters. We might also use their superstition against them. White Leg warriors believe that to lose their totems on the eve of battle is a terrible omen.
So the totems are sacred to them somehow. Good to know.
Yes. If their war totems were to disappear, they would likely lose the will to fight.
Okay then, let's get down there and take care of business.
I will follow your command, but I advise caution if it is possible.
Steal war totems. If I'm able to. Ah, shit, they're awake. I have a subject. I want it.
You can kumpa me.
Where's the jet?
Messy business. I am glad it's over. You leave me no choice. Business. I am glad it's over. Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday you will see it as it was.
Don't think there's anything out here. Oh wait, I've been here discovered these places yet.
We pass like moonlight on still water. Here they are!
Good ALX is.
Father,
Armor's not really the one
I
to
ask
test,
that you
though.
guide this man who is the vessel of your will. I found them! This one is mine. you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. You will see it as it was.
I just want to discover some locations without a Cazador on my ass. Christ, I'm gonna die. I should have something for... discover all these locations that weren't from big fucking rocks in a way.
Stay cautious. We seem to be safe for the moment. I wish you could have met my family. You would like them, I think.
I'd like to discover all locations. So what am I supposed to discover over here? Oh, a cave.
White leg attacks grow more frequent each day. I fear for our people, and for our valley if something is not done.
Let's see what this says. 2083, May 5th. The comeback goes on. Had prepared a list of survivors with honey muscat and banana yucca. Odd nodules, mutations, but safe to eat. I'm staying oh so careful. Never take more than a fifth. Mouth waters every time I'm about to eat something that isn't from a can. May 7th. Clouds of stinging flies near fallen tree. I call the napper. Little flashes in the cloud. Something dragonfly-sized that naps from midair and then scoops them up. Something new. May 19th. Bighorn sheep. A family. Ram, Huey, and little one. Fucking goddamn it. May 20th. The sheep were different. Brawny, Huey, and curved horns just like the ram. Seen some tiny lizards, but this is first time seeing animals that big. Fingers crossed. 5-10 years breeding. Fresh meat, hides, horns. I know it's time to go back. Char. When winter has passed. 2084. 84. June 14th. Just got back, tired. Good scrounging along the way. End up dragging back a cart of stuff. Right tomorrow. Sleep. June 15th. Departed April 10th. Walked to SLC. Took 15 days. Would have been 7 to 9 back in the old days. But had to circle pockets of radiation and foraged a long way. Don't know what I was thinking. Imagine I find my house, dig through rubble, find something. Bones, I hoped, and little nuts. Would have buried them here in Zion, maybe. SOC is mostly craters, warped steel girders, and high-rise sat. Mounds of bricks. Never found our house. Didn't even find street. What was it? A crater was scorched clean. Want to believe it was fast. A flash, both of you vaporized. My eyes to make me feel better. I will never know which part of the city got hit first. Which part of the city got hit first? Northeast, and you both died in a blink. Farther away, and you burned alive, screaming, or the blast broken glass, bits of brick and wood splinters shredding you like hamburger. Look at a coward, and you listen. Don't look at a coward and listen. Don't turn away. Face it. If you'd been brave, lucky man, you would have found a spot and blown your brains out. But not you. You took your time walking back. Made a shopping trip of it. Scrouger. The truck was still there on the 77 north of Spanish Fork. The chrysalis too, but no sign of old couple's bones. Outside Napay, or Mastapa, I don't know. I caught a trail. 3 men tracks heading forward to Fountain Green. I thought about falling, but didn't. Stupid fantasy of friends, more likely cannibals. June 20th. Took 2 days to build door and electrify it. Salicyline. Assholes. Home is sweet fucking home. 2095. So much to read. September 20th. I count 28 of them. 11 adult males, 8 females, 9 children aged 2 to 10. Some rifles and pistols in bad repair. Old world clothes ratty. September 22nd. Got close enough last night to hear them talk. Spanish, I think. From Mexico? Heard them say Paradiso a bunch. I think that means paradise. Here to stay then. Seem harmless. Seem. October 5th. The one I call Maria is pregnant. I think father is Jose, but spends a lot of time with Pablo too. October 7th. Pedro ran out to pee in the stream and would have seen me if he looked to his left too close. Need to give them space. November 10th. Jose broke his leg chasing a bighorn. Too far from camp for them to hear. Told myself to leave it be, but couldn't. 300 yards from their camp, did my best. Jose screaming intimidation until a bunch of them came looking, then strung them along to the crest where they could hear real Jose. Probably useless. Compound fracture, broke the skin. October 11th. Infection. So many goddamn words, nearly the same. I think I'd be fluent, but anyway, Jose's leg has got it, so that he's going to die. Nature for you. Of course they're giving prayer a try. November 12th. Left a bottle of antibiotics on a rock outside the camp last night. I thanked God. Dios, of course. As though that asshole saw fit to burn the world, but still cared enough to leave some medicine on a rock. November 15th. Jose will always limp, but otherwise he'll be okay. Good deed for the month. Will they make it through the winter? Interesting. Not really a big explosives guy. It's always nice to find these caves and you get to learn about people that stayed in them.
We pass like moonlight on still water.
What's this box look like? I can get a good look at it. Hairpins, bobby pins. You are not able to smash jump. Looks like going another way back.
When Salt Upon Wounds took New Canaan, he ordered the White Legs to salt the earth so nothing could grow again. What kind of monster could do that? Let's see if I can make good guesses here. I know I could head back, but I do get XP by getting the password right.
fuck it. I was already in there anyway. Now, just what the hell? They're showing up on the map.
Shit! There are you!
I am not giving up the search yet. I'll fight you if I must.
Try and get out of it.
There are you!
Nothing after all.
Maybe I do need Brotherhood armor. Should be another location up here.
O Father, guide and protect us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us. Oh, shit. You leave me no choice. Under control. Here they are. Messy business.
Hate those things a lot.
I have seen many strange plants in the valley. Plants that seem to hunger for human flesh. Where they come from, I do not know. Fight you if I must. Here they are! We should not be here. This place, it belongs to the Father in the caves. We must not profane it with our touch.
What are you talking about?
The Father in the caves. The Holy Father who gave the Sorrows his succor and gave the new Canaanites his son. Many of the caves around the valley are sacred to him, and those who would trespass are punished by holy wrath.
The father in the caves was just a man who lived a long time ago.
You speak as one who has not heard the tales, who has not seen the sacred images. If you knew, you would not mock.
Maybe not the best decision. Shit.
Here they are! Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place. You leave me no choice. It says that most people outside the valley do not keep to the Father's way. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
August 22nd. 10 sets of tracks, half a mile northeast of Grand Canyon entrance. Barefoot? August 23rd. Saw them through a scope. Corpses walking around. Finally gone crazy. Dementia, maybe. August 24th. Not crazy, they're real. God damn it, they are real. Rushed me the moment they saw me, snarling like animals. They look like corpses, but don't smell rotted. I put them out of their misery, doing for them what I never could for myself. December 3rd, the last of them, all gone. 2113. February 5th, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, you useless old dinosaur. Happy birthday to me. Happy 60th. What do you get a man who has everything? A bottle of whiskey and a 12-gauge slug through the roof of the mouth. Ooh. Come now. What do I have to do to prove myself that I've lived long enough? I'm a shriveled old man, white beard, seen enough sunrises and sunsets. Saw the big sunset, been hanging on through the long night, 36 years now. Ridiculous. I kidded myself into thinking there's anything on the other side of this. Fine things weren't so bad before I was born. Char and Alex, Sylvie, and Michael could have been. Thoughts of the beloved dead before dying. Goodbye, Zion. February 6th. Fucking didn't do it. Coward as usual. Maybe 2 bottles next year. 21, 23. April 25th. 24 of them, half boys, half girls. Youngest is 8 maybe. Oldest 13, 14. Dirty and scrawny, been on foot a long time. Children's crusade. Short camp on nearly the same spot as Los Mexicanos, 30 years in a lifetime ago. I spent 2 nights listening to them, English literate. One of them reads stories while the little ones fall asleep. They escape someplace they call the school, but can't figure out where it was. When they want a little one to behave, they tell them to stop or the principal will get you. Principal better not show up or I'll blow his goddamn head off. They can still shoot straight. Interesting. Recording for quite some time. I shall end part 3 of my Let's Play of Honest Hearts right here. Thanks to anybody who's watched and enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe and all that. Hit the bell if you want to. Basically subscribe if you want to, you know, it's all optional. Oh, wait a minute. Anyway, yeah, pretty much said my outro. Also look forward to new videos in the future. After I'm done recording this, I will get a start on the Wallace and Gromit Telltale game, as well as I should get a start on No Comedy HD and a couple other games I got recently. But anyway, this has been Alex, and yeah, this outro is pretty long as it is. I cannot think of an ending.